We're live. Courtney here is optimistic about the scooter endeavor. I was just shooting the last little clip that was needed, or one of the last clips that was needed for the video I'll be putting out on Friday. Check out this lamp. Pretty cool. I don't know what that says, nor will I care enough to investigate any further. But what I will do is I will move the EX500 out of the way and get the little scooter over here and see if it is ready to comply. Actually, let me put the battery in this real quick while I have it right here. Might as well, right? If I have it here, I might as well mess with it just a bit. All right. Grab the gizzard. And let me just find oh, there it is. So they find the battery or the EX500. Be nice if I could ride this thing for 5 feet. We'll go take it out for a quick spin. I should probably finish the scooter. Probably shouldn't divulge in the quick spin that I was thinking I would do on the EX500. I could at least ride it like 10 feet though. Let me put you guys right up in the heat of the moment. Solve the problem on the scooter, and I agree. I think it's going to solve it for sure. We're going to find out. Let's see. It's back here. Don't lose it. Okay. Put this little Shorai battery back in there. Sweet. Nice little battery. Sorry, XS650. Oh. You didn't see that. Sorry, XS650. You will have to wait. Your time to shine is not quite here yet. I might be a little too tempted and I might have to take this thing out for a little ride. Almost too tempting to resist. Unless I can't get this stupid little battery terminal in here. Come on. What the heck? All crooked in there. There's a little piece of foam in there that is supposed to be kind of guiding the terminal, and it is completely not doing crap. It's literally just sitting there looking at me like, I don't know. What am I supposed to do? Do your job. Clock in and do your job, man. It's getting ridiculous. It rubs the lotion on its skin. Watch and cack. Nice job, buddy. Not only are you first in the comments, but you are the first person to say it in the chat. Normally it takes about 5-10 minutes. But congrats, buddy. Yes, it does put the lotion on the skin. Actually, funny enough, now that you mention it, me and Courtney here, we actually run a small lotion company. It's called LRU, and it's basically stands for Lotions R Us. I know it's kind of a dumb name, but she came up with it. It's her idea. And to be quite frank with you, it's kind of a successful business at this point. We sell lotions. It's kind of funny. We run with a whole skip. We have a little well that that's the packaging. It's a little tiny well. And basically it's filled with lotion. It has a little rubber cap on there so that it doesn't just spill out, obviously. I know that most wells don't exactly have a cap on there. But yeah, we actually run a little lotion company out here in Santa Clarita, and it's actually doing pretty good. It's a funny business. Imagine Dr. Squatch, but a little bit weirder and with lotion. And the spokesperson does not speak. It's not a Sasquatch, it is a silent woman. She has all the right words, but she doesn't like to just share them open. So normally Courtney here just speaks to me in just kind of whispers at night. Of course, if you guys did not see any of those, I forgot to put that little rubber piece in there. If you guys did not see any of my nighttime videos where I stream myself on sleeping, I actually sleep with Courtney here directly next to the bed. She actually in the actual bed with me. Oh, you remember me from X Games? Oh, nice. Oh, nice. What's up, Kyle? How you doing, buddy? Hawk Chuv, I remember being in the X Games, and me and Gizmo here, we were in the freestyle 150cc and below motocross champions. We were the champions from 1990 X Games, in case you guys were curious. That's where I got all this cool stuff from, and how I'm able to afford it. They paid me $2,000, and it took me about 4 months out of my life to fly there and everything. But it was well worth it. It was a very fun experience being in the X Games. Thank you, Rebar. I appreciate you being in the layer, Rebar. This is the home sweet home, the layer of layers. There's actually a downstairs area right over here. In the back corner area, the bottom opens up, and there's a hatch door, and that's where all the cool stuff is. I'm doing well, man, just playing with some games. How's the night going? Update on the scooter from yesterday. Kyle, you are in luck because I got some little scooty parts. Courtney here is optimistic. This is the brake switch that I'm going to open up and investigate and see why it's not really working. So micro switch, but I got this Nibby Racing ignition coil. What's up, Zork player? How you doing, buddy? Courtney's here. She's here with Cage Baby, and Cage Baby is desperately trying to get out of the cage tonight. She does not want to be in the cage. Unfortunately, it is supposed to rain, and she has not been washed recently, so she's gonna have to sit out here. But yeah, Kyle, I got this Nibby ignition coil, and I heard that this brand Nibby is like a reputable brand for these scooter parts, and the packaging was real nice and everything, so I think it's gonna work, and we're gonna find out. I'm gonna just quickly throw the seat on the EX500, and I don't know, I guess I'll wait to go take it out for a ride. The scooter deserves justice. We have to serve up some quick justice for the Scooty Scoop and try and ride it. Let me get this seat, put it back on there. In case you guys are curious, you ever seen on the side of the road, I stopped for roadkill. Craziest roadkill I've ever seen so far. I'm gonna go with the pregnant deer that I saw a couple months ago. That was pretty crazy. That was essentially a double roadkill. Pretty sad. Thanks, Kyle. Would you want to be in a cage? You know what, Zork player? It really depends on how big the cage is. If it was a tiny little cage like that, I don't think I'd be too comfortable. But she claims to love it. She just wanted to get out because we were making burpees earlier. My goodness. Thanks, Kyle. I painted this bike with plasti dip over the original paint, and then used some $1 paint to paint all over it. Just a paintbrush. The video that I'm putting out this Friday actually shows me painting this partially. So, really cool. I have a grab bag of different videos that I'm putting together. A little bit of working on this, working on the scooter, and what else? Exaggerating, it's getting somewhat sketchy. I have no idea what's going on with the weather today. Let's get this ignition coil on there. Grab the clamp cam assistant. Let's see. This one here. Let's see what's inside here. This, like I was saying yesterday, if you don't have the brake, one of the brake lights activated, as in the secondary brake light, the stop light, you don't have them, one of them on, the starting system will not work on these, at least most of these little GY6 scooters, at least the two that I worked on. How about that? I want to say most of them, but I would guess most of them it is the case. You can see the inside of this switch right here, and let's see why it's not doing what it's supposed to be doing. Not making contact. I'm guessing the inside of this is completely corroded. Let's see. There's the little actual button part. Go ahead and put that, if you're following along, just go ahead and throw it in the dirt. Keep track of that. Do not lose it, or else you will not be able to reassemble your micro switch. I'm going to try and just carefully pry this thing out and just learn how it works real quick. Hopefully. If not, I will put a manual little push button switch on there so I can turn on and off the brake light. Oh, what in the world is this? This is This looks like so... So, I don't know. Let's see, how about this? Oh gosh, it's just falling apart in my hands. I think that the problem is this little spring came off of this piece, so I'm going to try and reattach it. This is where having like sausage fingers that are made for taking off bolts and nuts does not come in handy. I can't even basically, it feels like I'm wearing like MIG welding gloves. Ugh. Sorry guys, give me a moment here. Let me try and get this camera a little more adjusted. There we go. Great, I shouldn't have put that down because now I lost track of how it was oriented. I'm going to guess that this piece goes on like this. Actually, no, it would make more sense if it went on like this. Get this spring out of here. Gosh, this is literally like surgery on a little rusty patient. Come on, buddy. You can pull through. I literally need you to pull through that little tiny hole. Oh, great. Just completely came off, so now I think it'll make it either much harder or much easier. We'll find out. Let's see. So I'm guessing that the spring goes through this little hole right here, and then it has to attach. You can see the spring is a little misshapen, but whatever. Oh, nice. Might be easy enough. Goes on like this, and this piece would go on like this, I think. And then this is so not worth doing. It's actually really funny to me how much work I put into this little stuff that is like, to me, I'm like, why are you doing this? Oh my gosh, I just messed it up. It's actually really funny to me to do this, but I don't know why. I think it's because it's like such a, oh my gosh, it's such a easily available part. It's just funny to try and fix it because it's like, why wouldn't you just go buy another one? I kind of like the idea of like being unable to buy another one and what I would do. What's up, Dragon Boy VR Salt? Yes, exactly. Just put it carefully in the special dirt spot and don't lose it. Me trying to fix anything, I wonder that a lot. Yeah, I'm not sure what it is. I think it's kind of the fun part about it is fixing something that should not be fixed, possibly. Let's see, I think that this goes on like so. Probably should have studied that a little bit closer before I took it all apart, huh? What's up, Dubsack? Right now I'm just working on a little micro switch for the scooter, for the brake light. I'm trying to see if I can possibly save it. I'm not sure. This thing is kind of so fickle. It's almost not worth saving. I don't know. It just seems like it's gonna fall apart again. No, that can't be right. Let's see. Oh my gosh, it just fell all apart in my hands again. Yeah, I have a feeling that it is going to just continue falling apart even while it's fully assembled, but I'm going to try it one more time just to see if I can get this little puzzle figured out. Sorry guys, I know the focus is probably just completely out of whack. But I'm trying to get this little piece in here, and it is so microscopic and tiny. I actually thought to myself earlier today, I thought I should try and make a watch. And after trying to do this, I'm thinking I'll never try and make a watch. Because that seems absolutely insane to me now. The thought of trying to manipulate all those little tiny pieces and stuff. I don't know. Even with a microscope and special tools and everything. I don't think my hands were made for that. I think they're made for more like brute force activities. Let's see if that works. I think that's upside down. Pretty sure it is. Okay, it just popped out there. I'm done. I'm done. You win, little micro switch. You officially win. I will put you aside in a little Ziploc bag for now. And you win. I'll consult the switches, the switch box, and see FLH. Let's see that box. All right, I can get it. If it's in there, I can get it. Let me maneuver this. Again, it is an organized mess. This is the hose station. The resin stuff is down there. Got it. I knew exactly where it was. Oh, I forgot I had that. Nice. I'm going to throw one of those in the fridge for tomorrow morning. I wake up for work. And then I say, okay. Let me see. What kind of switch I could put on there for a brake light, a manual brake light. I could put this on there, the Frankenstein switch. This is for if you need to bring something to life, preferably. Old school switch right here. What is this? Got an ignition switch. Okay, got a light switch. Full switch. Oh, this is one of my faves. Check out this one. It's a cool momentary push button switch. Old school. I like the little design on there. This little like kind of, I don't know, pearlescent design, I guess. Could put a little old timey dual, or what would that be? Dual throw switch. I'll just put this one on there. Simple enough, easy enough, and just ghetto enough to possibly work, right, Courtney? Let's do it. This way I can just easily turn on the brake light switch in the event that I need to turn on the bike. All right. Ready, Gizmo? Grab that for me, buddy. Yep, that part. Thanks. Okay. Gizmo here is showing off the Nibby ignition coil that we're going to be installing on the GY6 scooter. Yep, you know what? That is true, Kyle. I could pull it up and review it and be like, oh yeah, that's how it's installed. I'm probably going to have to do that. It is okay in the elements. Yeah. Any problems with it? It's been sitting out in the rain and stuff, and having issues with the electrical components and everything. It has not been raining super hard. Yeah, he is very tired. He unfortunately did not have any Celsius today. We ran out, at least I thought we did. Oh, sorry about that, guys.
switch around there. Yeah, Gizmo did not have his Celsius today, and he's a little bit grumpy about that. So, it's understandable though. I thought we were all out, and he wanted the pina colada one, and I said, "We don't have any more, buddy." And he got very mad. He was like making like little growling noises at me. He was trying to like, "Don't at me, man. I'm not afraid to defend myself." But he backed off. So what was that? All right, time to pop off. That felt really cool. Let me get you guys up so you can see what I'm doing. What's up, ZNJFJCB? I've been waiting for you to come in, buddy. We're here. Gizmo is watching you, and he is ready to pounce. If anyone tries to get frisky with his snack pile, he will get his claws out. I don't know if you guys know, but mogwais do have claws. They are equipped with claws from birth. And they're, you don't want to know how they're born, believe it or not. You do not want to know the birth process of a mogwai. All right, ask their mom what the birth process is like. They'll do more than just slap you. So with the Nibby ignition coil, it does not come with a spark plug boot. So I'm going to have to reuse this one, unfortunately, which will probably decrease all the power gains that I would normally get by installing such a nice little ignition coil, but that's okay. We are just going to roll with it and see if it will work. Courtney here is very convinced that it will work, and she's actually very optimistic tonight. As you can see, I just unscrewed the ignition boot right there. Smell that for me, please. Oh, she loves it. And I'll grab the new Nibby ignition coil out of the box. Check this thing out. I like the color. Looks nice. And let me go ahead and put this new ignition boot on here, or ignition coil wire on this old crusty boot, should I say. Go ahead and screw this thing on here and just hope that it's on there straight. Hope that it's not ruining the brand new spark plug wire that you just purchased if you're following along. All right, doesn't feel like it's going on there at all. Nope. Of course, I can't see into here fully, but I'm just going to take a wild stab at it. This spark plug boot is like all one piece. This rubber goes like all the way through here, so I'd have to take apart this entire metal piece in order to access it. And even then, I at least I think that's how it's designed. I don't think I can pull it out. Let me try. It'd be easier if I could. I definitely don't want to ruin it. Might be the only way to really see what I'm doing. Maybe it is. Oh, it was going in there. I just pulled it out too soon. Dang it. All right, how about that? Let's see if that'll work. It just felt like it wasn't grabbing. Okay, now it feels like it's grabbing. Felt like it was not going in before. Now it definitely is holding on tight. All right. We're making it happen, folks. We're going to ride this scooter and test it out and see exactly what it's made of with the Nibby ignition coil. Again, if you guys do know of any doctors locally in Santa Clarita to possibly help out Courtney with her condition, she has lately had spider eggs hatching out of her lower lip, and we are not sure exactly why. It is, of course, very concerning. Normally, there's only spider eggs that hatch out of her upper lip. So the fact that it's coming out of her lower lip now as well is very concerning for us. If you guys know of any specialists as far as arachnids or lip doctors, please let us know. We are very concerned, and we just want to get Courtney all the help that she could possibly need. I'm going to verify that these threads are good real quick before I go any further. I'm going to go through this other side, I think. Huh. That's weird. Seems like this thing is completely messed up. Let's see if I can't. Just rest it or. This thing is all jacked up. Alright. Take this bolt out of here. What the heck? Oh. I was like, wait a minute, why is it stuck now? I was trying to turn the nut that is welded on the back of there. These screws, or these threads don't feel the greatest, but I'll probably just have to weld a new nut on there eventually. I think it's cleared out enough to work. Let's see. Put this on here. I guess I'll put it this way. Just get it like hand tight. And then in this ignition coil box came this little wire adapter. Rub a little dielectric grease on it. Oh, I don't have any, man. It's so creepy. Keith Reddy. It's not that creepy. It's just Courtney. Feelings too, you know. They may be waxy plastic feelings, but they are feelings nonetheless. They need to be. You can respect the co-hosts while also acknowledging that they are semi-creepy. He's not just 100% creeped out. Let me grab a couple things. Courtney here will keep an eye on you guys and make sure that everyone is behaving. Like grab stuff. Ta-da! That's right. Ta-da indeed. That's what I'm going to be saying when I drop off the scooter in that condition to undress. And he's like, what happened to my scooter? And I'm like, ta-da! I go, what? Ta-da! And he'll go, what happened, man? Okay, doesn't always matter. Plastic stuff on there. I'm actually going to put all the plastics back on there for undress. If he does not want to make it into a Mad Max themed motorcycle or motor scooter, I'm going to ask him, hey dude, do you want to make it super sick? Or what do you want to do with it? He might agree to it. He might not. He might say no. I like the little plastic stuff all over it. Say, okay. I'll say, alright, buddy. And I will put it all back together. I'll have to find some electrical tape laying around here somewhere. I'm sure I've got some hiding. But this should work for now. Alright. Throw the gizzard up there. Let me just cut this off. Maybe I could be super cheap and reuse the electrical tape, since I can't find mine now. Sitting around here somewhere. Yeah, I'd like to make this scooter into like a little rat bike, little Mad Max looking bike, but I'm not sure if Andres is down. It definitely is going to need a new seat though. That seat was not in great shape when I sold it to him. It was in even worse shape when I picked it up, and it's even in worse shape now. It's just falling apart day by day. Every time I open and close it, it like falls apart a little bit more. So I don't know. Maybe I'll put some epoxy on it or something. And sorry about that, guys. Try and help it out a little bit, and see if maybe it can last a little longer. But he's gonna definitely need a new seat. I can tell him that much right now. You need a dang new seat, buddy. You can't be rolling around these streets with a lady on here with this kind of seat on here, man. If you're gonna have a lady on here, at least a respectable lady, you better get a new seat, buddy. If you want to have some street lady on there, by all means. You don't even need a seat, technically, probably. Because you know what? She's down for whatever. And she might be the coolest chick you ever hung out with. So, my advice, I don't like to give advice, but my advice, hang out the lady. It's down and ride on the scooter. How about that? That's pretty much sage wisdom. You ask me, if she's down to ride on the scoot, then you can let her squeeze the glute. Of course, I'm talking about if you are exercising and working out your gluteus maximus muscles, by all means, you can shut them off if somebody is insisting on checking them out and you are interested in letting them do so. By all means, go for it. I mean, it's a motto as old as time. I'm sure you've heard it a million times, but I figured it was worth repeating since I'm working on the scooter, and since I'm sure the ladies are not going to be able to keep their paws off of Andres when they see him rolling around on this 2008 Lance Milan GY6 scooter. They're going to be chasing him around the block, my best guess. They're going to be running after him. Okay, so I think in theory how this should work, I think that is the little supplied ground part right there. So I'm going to plug this little spade terminal in, plug this one in, and reuse the electrical tape. Nice. This is very Mad Max already. Reusing electrical tape in case I was out in the middle of the desert trying to desperately fix this little scooter to get back to a Denny's and get the $7.99 Grand Slam. This is a ground wire, so I don't think it really matters if it's just flapping around. I'm just going to tuck it over here for now. And let's see, go ahead and put this spark plug wire back on there with a nice gigantic yellow spark plug wire. I should trim that. Maybe I will. Maybe not. Make sure it's on there good. Okay. I think it's pretty much ready for test start. What you guys think? Gizmo's ready. He is willing. Let me move the camera real quick. Don't stare for too long. You will start getting sucked inside, and you will not return. It's kind of fun if you don't return, actually. I've done it a few times. I've been inside the garage for too long and not returned, and it was pretty fun. Not for the faint of heart. If you do like to return, if you have a family and things like that, not for the faint of heart. You know what? Actually, I need to still wire up that little switch. But I think I can fix something together. Let me cobble something together in just a few moments here. Let me consult the wire doctors. Okay. We'll just use this for now. Perfect. Okay, so basically, I'm going to take these little alligator clips. So I'm just going to clip them to the brake light switch. The brake light wires. I think I could actually just use one alligator clip and just put them together. And that should work. Brake light switch now. Let me actually make this a little bit easier on myself. I don't need this whole wire. Actually just use an alligator clip by itself. We're going with the Storehouse electrical clip assortment from, of course, your favorite Harbor Frickin' Freight. We love it. We can't deny it. They supply it, and then we try it. Grab a little clip out of there. I'm not getting no iPhone 17. Are you kidding me? $4,500? There's no way. $4,500. I could buy a Kia Soul for $4,500. Or I could buy an iPhone 17. That's the down payment. $4,500. There's no way I'm buying no iPhone 17. Alright, let's see if the little alligator trick will work. Alright, Courtney, what do you think? Is it gonna start? Is this really the end for the scooter saga? Could it be that Fang has finally figured out what the problem is? We're about to find out. Let's see. Just put it on the center stand. You want to do 10 minutes? I'm guessing it's an appropriate time to start a 2008 GY6. Nice one. Scooter. Let's see if the little clip works. The brake light, it did. Nice confirmation on the start. Things are good to go on the scooter. Alright. What do you guys think? Should we go for a ride? Let's go test it out. Let's go see what this little scooter is doing. Let's see if its destiny is finally about to be complete, and if it is about to be ridden off into the sunset into the arms of Honduras. Finally. Alright, let me just get my jacket on real quick. Gotta get the, I'm of course wearing a double hoodie tonight for some reason. A little bit chilly. Nice. Yep, Andrew Pagani. What's up, man? Hey, what's up, Grass Bass? How you doing, buddy? Yeah, I know. We don't need no dang seats. Who wants a crap Kia? You're right, Martin. I don't want no dang Kia Soul. I want the dang iPhone 18 now. I don't even want the 17 anymore. It's old news. iPhone 18 comes with an AI chip. It's directly implanted into your cornea. And it's top of the line. It's ahead of the game in every aspect. I forgot I need to freaking put the seat on there. Actually, where we're going, I do need a seat. Let me actually try it without a seat real quick. exclusive sneak peek of what it could look like. My idea was to freaking make it into a rack mount. I would probably have it something like this, maybe a kind of a smaller seat than they're like this. What's it, 8 hangers? Sorry, I need to get the mic on there. I'll just put the mic in my beard. See if it'll work. Get on my piercing. It's probably way too close to my mouth. But yeah, I'd probably have some 8 hangers on it like this. Maybe like that. Some smaller 8 hangers. A little king and queen seat. And make it look super ratty. But that's my preference. I don't know. I'll talk to Chris and see what he wants to do. At this point, the bolts that hold this receiver here are almost to a shell. So, that's good. This bike, when I got it, it was about a year ago. The plastics on it were all super good. Just about everything. I tried my best to kind of clean it up and salvage it, but just taking it apart to fix it a couple of times. Pretty much like destroyed the plastic. It's outside for like 5 years. Almost got the seat on there. I'm just got to put my helmet on. I'm actually going to try something with the sound dampening a little bit. Try this.
What's the word? It's crunch-tastic. You read my mind, kiddo. Get the lowest pricing stuffed crust for only $9.49. Little Caesars is the real deal. Pizza, pizza.
I think it was you that said something about my not being able to hear me while I was riding yesterday, Kyle. I'm trying to fix that with my hoodie backwards. Maybe it'll muffle out some of the noise from the wind trying to get in my helmet. Let's see. Alright guys, so I'm going to switch out from the Wi-Fi to the whatever cell phone service. So it's going to cut out for a second, so just give it a second and it'll reconnect. I got to shut off the app and restart it real quick. Can you guys hear me now? What's up, Weasel? How you doing, buddy? Hopefully you guys can hear me now. I don't know if maybe the music was up too high. I'm ready to go take this thing out for a ride. Let me put my helmet on real quick, and then I'll put the camera on there. Nice. Thanks for letting me know again, guys. I always have audio issues. So hopefully it's working now. Let me throw this helmet on real quick. Thanks, Gary. I appreciate it, man. I'm actually wearing a lot more gear than I normally do when I ride, so normally I'm just wearing like shorts. The Hog, the Ultima is a 127 Ci. Is the mic working still? No? Let me check. Hold on. Still nothing, huh? Then with the mic, let me check. How about now? Can you hear anything? I'm gonna try and watch out for that coyote. Let me put this other mic in the helmet. Hopefully you guys can hear that now. I'm dual wielding the mics in the helmet. It's like right in my mouth. It's like literally if I open my mouth too much, I'm going to inhale one of the little... Oh, nice. HKMP7 fan. Thanks for stopping by, buddy. Let's go for a ride. GY6 scooter. I won't be able to see what you guys are putting in the chat from now on because you're in the helmet cam. So hold on tight, eat your ginger snaps, take a drowning. Might be a little bit of a bumpy ride, I don't know. Let's see. Let's see if it even starts. I think it'll start. Nice. I'll be back, guys. Wow. It does seem like... One thing I keep forgetting. This thing has the center stand and the kickstand. I keep forgetting about the side stand. Kickstand. Well, right off the bat, it has a pretty decent yaw response. hoodie the other day. Definitely will wreck trying to do this in 1 minute. What is going on with this stinking phone mount now? Oh, there we go. Get a little sensitive on there. Oh man, my phone almost just completely fell off. Alright. Woo-hoo-hoo! And if I try to brake too hard, the front wheel will start to mercy on this ride. Go ahead and go over into the Creepy Hill area where I don't know where I'm at. I'm gonna get lost, and it's all good fun. So I should have probably grabbed my watch before I left. Yeah, again, what time it is, I'm gonna guess it's 11:27. Just a guess. With the audio, how about that? Can't really move my head that much because the hoodie is now covering the front of the helmet and the front of the phone, but I'm hoping it'll help with the audio and it's not going to be as maybe crackly. I don't know, you tell me. I can't hear it. This is definitely a fun little area to be riding around in. Oh, except for all this loose dirt on the road. Whoa, watch out. Did that too hard and the seat came off. About 2 more feet to turn in. That's worth it though. Oh, man, I was accidentally good at stopping involuntarily. Okay. Like really almost anything else needs to be done. It's going to be the freaking rest of the pipe. Out there pushing barely hanging on. Hold on, don't let me go. Either on these hills and couple times a little bit along the street. I've been working on that project for about 6 years. I've been planning it. Dip, if there is, area, bunch of trees. Oh, this is like magic stuff. Magic stuff! I'm not even gonna talk today. Right here, I think. Low visibility on the scooter. I don't think many people can see me while it's scooting around here. So I'm trying to stay off the main roads mainly. Okay, I'm going to head back to the garage and call this a success. I don't really see it failing. Let's take a little trouble back up. Try and do the thing. gonna turn around and go back, and I'm gonna head back to the garage. I will probably go ahead and I'm gonna try and just he was riding and then it just shut off and it wouldn't go any further. But when I was doing it, it was ride. I'm not sure. I think I'm going back the right way. Because I feel like if I slam on the brakes too hard, it will just continue sliding forward and I'll just be stuck. Alright. Come on, light. Don't leave me hanging here. I don't want to be still in here for too long. loose dirt right there at the bottom of the hill. That's perfect. Unfortunately, you can't really tell how many miles it has on but it feels like better now that it'll be a look through. Nice view of San Diego. Yeah, I love night rides too, Kyle. What's up, Bo Aton? How you doing, buddy? You know what, Weasel? I was probably going about, I would guess, 30, 35 the entire time. I don't think I went over 40. Maybe on the downhill section, maybe 40. I'm having flashbacks to when I was riding and a deer jumped out from the ditch, broke 3 ribs. My girlfriend suffered permanent brain damage. I'm sorry to hear about that. You're unique handled too. That's why I was pretty sketched out, more so that something would jump out in front of me. Even a little rabbit would probably make me swerve and try not to hit it. Yeah, the nice. Yeah, the scooter is proving to be worthy. Let's see if it'll start back up. Let's give it a try. Put you guys back on the helmet now. Hopefully you could hear what I was saying when I was riding. I don't know. Alright. Back up. Uh-oh. Shut off. I'm wondering if it's because not moving. I'm trying to have it reconnect. Oh man, it's still dying. What in the world? coil on the ground and it's stuck permanently fixed there, then you won't be able to give it gas and you won't be able to move forward and won't be able to idle the way it's trying to idle or accelerate or completely off. I'm just rolling. And I can start it now. The alligator clip is still in there. Looks like the brake button is being pressed. Uh-oh. It doesn't want to start now. Maybe because I'm rolling. And the gas is sloshing forward. Are you kidding me? It doesn't want to start again. Oh my gosh. What in the world is going on? Huh. Not want to start. Okay. Let's get back to the garage. Where was it gonna go, huh? Alright. The old school roll it. Almost there. Thanks. Come on, Gizmo. Come on, Courtney. We made it back alive. Now the scooter starts perfectly. Hey, dude. Why? Why? What was going on with this stinking scooter? This is 10 days. That's how much battery life I have. Oh man. Well, let me get this on my dog. Alright guys, give me a second. I'm going to switch back to Wi-Fi. It's going to disconnect for a second. Hold on. Alright. Hopefully the audio is working. Hopefully you guys can hear me. I have no idea what's going on with the GY6 scooter now. You need gas. You know what, Adam? You might be right. I might actually just need gas because I was rolling downhill. Let me check. Let's take a peek. Let me get a flashlight in there. Let's see. Maybe you can see it. Might be a little bit low. It doesn't seem like it's that low. But it could have been low enough to affect it. I'll put some more gas in there. For the next test ride, I will put more gas in there and try it out. And see. But I think, for some reason, it just started when I got home. So, I was rolling forward, so it could be that the gas was rolling forward. But also, I'm not sure. The CDI could be going out also. I don't know exactly if there's a way to test this. I'll have to look into it. I'm not sure if it's supposed to be this squishy. Seems pretty squishy. Let me get this thinking gear off real quick. Exactly, Kyle. That's why I try and not ride too far away from home. At least not on this thing. And just try and keep it all on a nice uphill, so that if anything happens, I can hopefully coast almost all the way home. I did get stuck pretty far away from home last time, but I will have to remember to bring that extra coil next time and put some gas in it and blah blah blah. Get some extra little parts to bring along with it. But I do definitely like the alligator clip thing on the brake light switch, because now I can at least start it while I'm riding. Also, I could do stuff like this. How does that look? What's up, guys? So blah blah blah. How does it look strange? Oh wait, hold on. This will be way better. Give me a second. How does that look? Does that look natural? Does it look like I'm just normally walking? Should I try and work on one of the bikes like this real quick? Alright guys, so we're going to be working on the Lance Milan Skater. Yeah, go ahead and check out the headlight. The headlight placement right here. Looks good. Does that look natural? Since I had the safety pin almost in my actual eyeball, I'm guessing that it almost became a reality. Almost legitimately became a real-life sight box. But yeah, I got this, hold on, I gotta turn this thing on. yeah, I got this lamp today, and I was like, this thing is pretty sweet. Look at this. It's like a shell on there, and it has like a adjustable hinge on it. But I immediately thought of some sort of mask when I saw it. I thought of a Mad Max looking mask like this. Or I also thought of a motorcycle air cleaner. This would be a cool piece to maybe sand cast and take the cover of it or modify it somewhat and make it into a motorcycle air cleaner. I thought that might look kind of sick. Also, it's got all these metal tubes and stuff. So this will go into the parts pile, which is of course consisting of lots of metal pieces that I will be cutting up and making into some sort of, I don't know, robotic type creature, I'm guessing. Some sort of insane animatronic that should never have been created. That is perhaps combining several of the creatures from Fang's garage, not including Edgar Allan Poe. I asked him if he wanted to participate, and he said, Edgar Allan, no. He said, no way, I'm not participating. And he looked like this and looked away from me. It kind of looks like he's looking at you, but he's actually looking away. So yeah, I don't know. We'll have to take it out for another test ride, I guess. Gosh, Lavash. It is taking forever with this stinking scooty. And, I'm ready to give it the booty boot. Get it out of here. Gotta get some googly eyes in the back. You know what? I can do that. 10 hours later, we are off work and can watch Fang's Garage. Where's my girl Courtney at? You know what, Courtney? She was actually hiding over here. She was asking about you earlier and kind of giggling a little bit. I said, you don't have to be shy. I'm sure he's going to show up. I'm sure he's going to. She's asking about you. She's asking for your phone number, so I gave it to her. If you guys need... if you guys need Blunt's phone number, it is linked down in the pinned comment down below. His personal phone number. If you guys want to send him a text message and just tell him to have a good day, you can go ahead and feel free to do that. He's talking googly eyes. You know what? I actually, weirdly enough, just strangely enough, Kyle, I actually do have a googly eye, quite the large one, but I already turned around my hoodie, so it's too late for that. But the effect is still there. It'll still be like this. I just didn't see any of that, huh? Probably not that great of an effect, huh? Do you live in the country? Yes. I do live in the country. I live out in the, basically the northwestern most part of Alaska. It is not snowing up here yet. But it will start snowing within the next couple of days, I believe, according to the weather forecast. That's why I'm kind of working on all these projects and trying to get them all squared away before the snow comes in. And unfortunately, I'm not able to work on this stuff anymore. I'll go ahead and throw this little scooter back over in its spot. I think probably tomorrow, if I do a live stream. Not sure if I will, because normally on Thursdays I am pretty swamped with the editing for videos and whatnot. But if I do get a chance to go live, I will probably be referring to finish up these Santa Claus a little bit. I'd like to get that all squared away so that I can go out and ride it on. Yeah, I will make sure that on my next ride with the scooter, I have everything to double check and test everything, and make sure that I just looked it up. So if you're north, you don't get sun again till June. That is right. That is right, Kyle. Yes, there are lots of grizzlies there. There's something watching you. If you're referring to Courtney, yes, there is something watching me. Again, there has been some paranormal activities going on outside. I'm not too certain exactly what's going on. I did hear a bunch of wild animals the other night, and tried to track one down and catch it, but unfortunately I was not fast enough. But yes, you are correct. No sun again until January, so that's why I am stuck out in the nighttime. It's a hard life, but it's a big payoff. They pay me $40,000 a year to live up in Alaska, which doesn't sound like much, but when you get motorcycles as cheap as I do, $40,000 a year is not bad. It's really a lot. When you boil it down, it's a lot. I mean, I'm probably spending only about, I'd say, $3,000 a month on food. So, pretty good. $3,000 a month, $3,000 a month on food. Another $5,000 a month on rent. I spent about $4,000 a month on different sorts of hot dogs. If you guys are new to the channel, what I do is I'm a competitive hot dog eater, but I don't actually compete for speed. I compete for it's a competitive hot dog eating where they judge you on how well you can eat the hot dogs. So it's not actually on the quantity of hot dogs, guys. It's on the quality. It's not always quantity. Sometimes it's quality. And that's what we have here at Fang's Garage. Of course, it's only quality work here. Only the finest of products. Only the sweetest of smooches. And only the most genuine hugs that anyone could ever offer. Of course, if you guys did see last time, I did get this Dodge Grand Caravan wiper motor. And I'm going to start combining it with some of these projects here with the twins. As you can see, the professor has taken off her glasses in sort of this I guess you'd call it like a ugly duckling type scenario where she's taken off the glasses and you thought she was just like not that great looking before, and then she takes off the glasses slowly and you're like, wow, I never knew just how beautiful you really were. Smokey the Stone, you know what? They are good. I actually got these from Lens Crafters, and they are prescription. If you want to check it out, this is what it looks like when you're actually looking through. Okay. In case you need the FPV of what it looks like. This is what the inside of an eyeball actually looks like. If you guys cannot close your eyes right now, but this is essentially what the inside of your eyeball looks like. But yeah, this is the Springy Vision, and this is essentially what she sees every day. But now that she's taken off her spectacles, she's looking nice and sweet and savory, and she is available. She is not single, unfortunately, but she is available. As weird as that sounds, she is strangely available. I'm not sure exactly why. It's a mystery to me, and it's a mystery to ET also. He likes to get down and he likes to groove and move, but he doesn't understand why she's single. She's a nice girl. Come on, guys. Help her out. Let's get her that nice bald guy she deserves. All right, something's blockading the... Oh, it's a bunch of tools. They're blocking the garage closing. Courtney actually got me to sign, "I want you on a GY6 scooter." Yeah, there's a pretty cool view, huh, Kyle? Got to figure out something to do with this also. I was thinking Santa riding a motorcycle. What if I put this on the front of the bike? That'd be pretty sweet. I just don't want to damage it. Pretty sure it's a deer of some sort. But who knows? Only one way to find out. And that is when we cut it apart and do a little taste test on it live on Fang's Garage. All right, guys. Well, me and Courtney here, we are going to go ahead and hop on the subway, and we're going to go explore what's at the end of the train tracks tonight. There's a bunch of guys down there that are supposed to give us a little tour of these little trails that are leading off into the wooded area back behind the train tracks. So we're going to go see what they want to do and have some fun. Deerhead with a Santa costume riding a motorcycle came to mind. You know what? You got to keep it weird here at Fang's Garage. And Santa, sometimes he's got a sleigh, if you know what I mean. I loved you in the Silence of the Lambs. Thank you, Cuzo. I appreciate you, buddy. I'm glad that you're here. I'm glad that you like my role in Silence of the Lambs. Guess what? That was just the first part. It is only going to get weirder, and I'm here for it. If you guys aren't here for it, then you must not be live on Fang's Garage. All right, guys, me and Courtney, of course, we have to go ride the subway, and we have a Santa convention that we're going to go to back in the depths of the woods. So love Courtney. She's always good for a good adventure. That's right. She's always good for a costume change as well, and she's looking styling tonight with the Elvis shades on. I know those guys give out free snacks. Makes you feel kind of funny. That's right. I have tried those snacks before, and they are kind of weird. After about 10-20 minutes, I feel kind of like talking more, and I feel like laughing more and just having weird thoughts. So I don't know what's up with those snacks. Courtney seems to like them, and she recommended them, but I'm not sure. Maybe I'll stay away from them tonight. They seem kind of homemade to me. Alawa. What, Jean Pierre? I'm wearing the Santa freaking trench coat tonight. She reminded me of the Terminator one where she's poking out his eyeball in the mirror. That's right. She's ready to poke out eyeballs, and that's actually one of her favorite pastimes is to collect corneas. Weirdly enough, not the entire eyeball, just the cornea part. She got a little jar up behind the camera right there. It's filled with corneas from different animals and different people. All right, guys, so if you want to check out some more of the Santa footage, behind-the-scenes footage of what Santa really does at the North Pole when he's alone the rest of the year, go ahead and hit the subscribe. Thanks for all the likes, guys. I appreciate it. Almost up to 1,000 subscribers, so very glad about that, guys. I was at 42 subscribers like 3 months ago, so 3 or 4 months ago. So thanks for all the support, guys. Thanks for all the likes and the comments and the advice. What bike do I have? Jean Pierre. Behind me I have a 1977 CB750. Right below there's a Ultima 127. Outside there's a BMW, a shovelhead, a pit bike, Kawasaki Ninja, Kawasaki Vulcan. There's actually a secret Suzuki Savage that no one's seen before. But there's a lot of bikes. So if you want to watch some more bike footage, Jean Pierre, go subscribe. I don't know. Why did I point up there? The subscribe thing isn't up there. I don't know where the subscribe thing is at. Thanks, Jean Pierre. You're so cool. And I'm glad that you're here. Unfortunately, we have to go and go put the turbo boosters on the sleigh so we can deliver all the presents for Christmas this year. And Gizmo, of course, is going to be my favorite little elf, and he is going to be on the shelf, and he's going to be helping me out with all the little Jack-in-the-Box figures that need to be finished. Isn't that right, Gizmo? He said he wants a snack. All right, guys, let's go get some Christmas cookies and milk. Okay, let's go. See you guys. Thanks for stopping by.